Hello everybody and welcome to the video. In this one I'm going to show you how to post depreciation in Xero using a manual journal. Now as far as putting depreciation into Xero goes, there are two ways to do it. You can do it through the fixed asset module here under the accounting menu. This is where you enter the fixed asset. You enter the depreciation rate, the number of years that it is depreciable for before it becomes scrapped. You enter a termination value and that sort of thing. And then you can process depreciation within Xero and automatically post it to the depreciation and the accumulated depreciation accounts. That's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it, which will be the preferable way to a lot of the older school operators, is by tracking your depreciation in Excel or some kind of spreadsheet and then posting the journal into Xero. I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't need to show you the depreciation schedule itself in Excel. Let's just pretend that you've already done that and now you just want to post the journal at the end of the financial year. So what you do to do that, the first thing you have to do is make sure you have your accounts set up. So let's just have a quick look at the chart of accounts and see what we've got. Because you're going to need a depreciation account. There it is there. And you're going to need your accumulated depreciation accounts, which probably would have been set up when the asset was first purchased. And there will be some default accounts in Xero when you first set up your subscription as well. So let's have a look. And here we can see there's your asset account for the computer equipment. And here is your accumulated depreciation. So it's got a value of 0, so nothing has been posted. So what we're going to do, we're going to post a depreciation journal for our office equipment. There's 7,050 there, and for our computer equipment, there's 1969 there. So at the end of financial year, you've worked out your depreciation, and then you need to go post the journal to bring it onto the books in Xero. So we go to manual journals. We're going to click on new journal. And we will say depreciation for 2023-24. End of financial year 2024, 30th of June. The first one is going to be computer equipment. It'll go to the depreciation account. And let's just say that our depreciation that we've already worked out in Excel is for $500. The second one is going to be for office equipment. This also goes to the depreciation account, the same account. And let's say that is for $400. Now we need to post the accumulated depreciation amounts. So we'll bring up the accumulated depreciation account on the computer equipment, and the depreciation on computers was 500, so this has to be a credit for 500. And the accumulated depreciation account for the office equipment, and that was for 400. So it's pre-populated, 400 being the balance owing on the credit side of the journal. There's no tax on depreciation, so we can post that. And let's go have a look at that, because I'm going to show you what it does to the books. I'm going to duplicate this screen and we're going to run a profit and loss. So what we should see is $900, 500 plus 400 going to the depreciation account on the P&L. Let's have a look. There it is, depreciation 900, and if we open that up, we'll see the 500 and the 400 from the journal. There it is. Computers 500, office equipment 400. And on the balance sheet, we should see 500 going to the accumulated depreciation of the computer, 400 going to the accumulated depreciation of office equipment. Let's have a look at that. There it is. It's in as a negative because it's a credit. What you would normally see here is above these credit lines, you would see the original posting or the transaction for when the computer equipment and the office equipment was actually purchased. So it hasn't been done, but normally if the computer equipment cost $1,000, you'd have 1,000 above there, less 500 for accumulated depreciation, and the net value would be 500. And if the office equipment cost $1,000 as well, you'd have 1,000 above here, less 400 for accumulated depreciation with a net value of 600. This is the way to do it if you want to take more of an old school approach, if you still like to work out of Excel a little bit, if you don't want to muck around setting up fixed assets and setting up the various criteria here. I will show you how to do this in a separate video, but there are a lot of accountants and bookkeepers and business owners who still like to use Excel as well. So if you do like to use Excel for tracking your depreciation and you want to post it in Xero as a separate entry, this is how it's done. Now, if you want to book in a training session, head over to qtraining.net.au. We offer online training where we can go through any problems you might have with your accounting software, be it Xero, MyOb, Excel, or something else. qtraining.net.au. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.